A young guy named Siddharth formerly lived in a tiny village in ancient Nepal. Siddharth was an inquisitive and ambitious young man with a passion for knowledge. He heard of a wise old Buddhist monk who lived on the outskirts of the hamlet and was famous for his profound lectures on the value of quiet one day. After a long and grueling trip, Siddharth became fascinated and decided to seek out the monk to learn more. Siddharth eventually arrived at the monastery where the monk lived. The beautiful and peaceful surroundings of the monastery welcomed him, and he felt an immediate sense of serenity wash over him. The monk greeted him and encouraged him to sit and have a cup of tea. Over tea, Siddharth requested the monk to explain the power of quiet to him. The monk grinned and continued, "Silence is the key to unlocking the mysteries of the universe. We can fully connect with ourselves and the world around us when we are calm." Siddharth was perplexed. How could silence have such power? Isn't power all about being heard and making your voice heard? He wondered. The monk responded with a smile, saying that genuine strength comes from inside, from the tranquility and stillness of our own thoughts. We can accomplish everything we set our minds to when we are at peace with ourselves. The monk then told Siddhartha a story. He said that a long time ago, a great monarch ruled over a wide kingdom. All of his subjects dreaded him since he was considered to be a violent and cruel king. A wise philosopher once told the monarch, "Your Majesty, there is great power in silence. You will be able to reign with wisdom and compassion if you learn to harness this power." The king was both dubious and interested. He asked the sage to elaborate. The wise advised, "Your Majesty, that while you are silent, you can hear your people's voices. You can hear their complaints as well as their hopes and worries. You may then utilize your influence to solve their issues and improve their lives." The words of the sage stirred the king, and he decided to give it a go. He started listening more and spoke less. He listened to his subjects' voices and utilized his authority to assist them in every manner he could. Over time, the monarch earned a reputation as a wise and equitable ruler. His subjects admired him, and his kingdom thrived as a result of his ability to harness the power of silence. The monk's narrative impressed Siddharth, who understood there was enormous knowledge in the power of quiet. He made the decision to remain in the monastery and learn more from the monk. Siddharth learned to meditate and quiet his mind during the following 3 weeks. He learned to listen to nature's noises as well as his own inner voice. He felt a feeling of calm and clarity he had never felt before. Siddharth had an insight one day while sitting in meditation. He realized that the power of silence was not simply about being silent, but also about really listening to the environment around him. When he remained silent, he discovered he could hear the voices of the cosmos whispering to him. He felt as though he were one with everything around him. Siddharth lived his life with a fresh sense of purpose and clarity after that day. He was confident that the power of quiet would lead him in all of his attempts and that he could do everything he set his mind to. Please subscribe to my channel Lessons of Life and press the bell notification icon.